What's up, guys? Welcome back to a fresh, brand new episode of Resurrection Motorsports on a full-length episode. I know it has been a while since I've been with you guys. I'm sorry. We're bringing the Mustang content back. A lot has changed in the last year. Since it might be close to a year since I did a full-length episode. Disclaimer: this mockingbird in this tree behind me, or on the other side of my driveway, is going nuts. Apparently, it doesn't like me looking at its nest. And so now it's just gonna sit here and squawk at me the whole time. It's to the point where like dive bombs me when I come out of my driveway. I don't know, it's crazy. I've actually felt it touch me a couple times, which is kind of weird. But anyway, I digress. So back to the Mustang. I've been driving it. It's a blast to drive. It's so much fun. But the last time I drove it, it overheated. The engine overheated but the coolant was cold, which leads me to believe there's a thermostat problem with this car. So it has a Rice Racing, I believe is how you pronounce it, thermostat, 170-degree thermostat in it, or 175. Stupid rooster. Anyway, back to the car. I think that it malfunctioned. I'm not sure. Got to take it out, see what's going on, go from there. In this episode, though, we're prepping for that. We're going to be taking the front cover off, which is now a Stage 3 Roush front cover, which you've not seen before. I'll get some close-ups of that. It's beautiful. I love it. The front cover looks amazing. I'm going to kill a rooster. That's super annoying. But anyway, we'll get into that. Also, not that it matters much because I've never sold a lick of merch, but I have a new Eat, Pray, Rent shirt in this nice turquoise teal blue color. It's supposed to look like a road sign. That was my original idea when I designed the shirt, was a road sign like you'd see on the interstate. So that's what we're trying to represent here. I don't know how well it goes over. I guess if you have to explain the joke, it's not really funny or it doesn't really hit well. But anyway, that's where we're at. Let's get into this front bumper cover, getting that off. We'll get the new Steeda crash bar on. I have one of those, and then we can dive into that thermostat problem. So let's go. All right, so as you can see, we got the Roush. I love it. This Roush Stage 3. I don't know if it's Stage 3 or just Roush. I don't know. There's some debate out there about the bumper cover. But anyway, I love this bumper cover. I searched for one of these bumper covers for probably a good 5 or 6 years and finally found one. If you follow the New Edge or Fox Body Mustang community, you probably know the gentleman I got this from, the Mustang Parts Reaper. He lives not too far from me. Had one for sale. I messaged him the day he posted it, picked it up, had it repainted. I love it. These fog lights right here happen to be the same that comes on an 0304 Cobra, like an Explorer Expedition, an SUV of some sort, and a GMC Envoy. They all use the same kind. However, and you can't see this from here probably. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. It's as close as I can get. You can kind of see in there. And actually, I'll turn them on for you here in just a second. I retrofitted these with the fog lights out of a new big Bronco. So they're LEDs. They're super bright. They have a nice crisp cutoff. Let me cut them on for you so you can see what they look like. Yeah, the camera does not do a good job of picking that up, but you can kind of see the shape of the Bronco fog light in there. Anyway, that is a 0304 Cobra glass housing with the Bronco, the new Bronco fog light retrofitted into that glass housing. It looks great at night. Like I said, super great cutoff. I love the design of this bumper. You can kind of see under here, you can see the intercooler sticking through a little bit. Everything fits in there. Turbo sits under the headlights. You can't tell here, I got new headlights for Christmas. So those are like dark housing headlights with kind of a black chrome inset. It really sets off the front of the car with those with that Roush front bumper. So anyway, let's get into getting this off and seeing about attaching that crash bar. Gosh, that's pretty. One thing I did want to point out, these so this connector, focus, this is the factory connector that came off of the Bronco. I was able to get the pigtails and the fog lights. A friend of mine provided those for me because works at a customization shop that customizes Broncos. So anyway, this is the factory plug for the new Bronco fog light. However, it is identical to what came factory on the Mustang. So if you decide to take on this project and you want to upgrade to the Bronco fog lights, you can contact me about it. I have a few pictures of what I did. I don't had to custom fabricate some bracketry and stuff, but anyway, this is, I believe it's a 9006 connector, maybe the factory fog lights on the Mustang were. Anyway, yeah, it's exactly the same. So all I had to do is extend the wiring to be able to reach, because the GT fog lights did not reach, and with the intercooler and everything, it didn't reach. Anyway, on to today's episode. As you can see, I have no bumper at all. I don't even have a crash bar right now, but that's about to change. I got a Steeda crash bar that we're going to be installing, and that's what we're doing today. Let me grab that and we'll move on to it. Should be a pretty straightforward install, but we'll see what's going on. All right, so here we have it. This is indeed a Steeda crash bar for, it says Fox front bumper support. Part number 555-5095. It comes packaged really nice. I ordered this from CJ Pony Parts. Everything's covered. I believe there's hardware in here maybe. I hope there's hardware because I don't have the bolts for the bumper. So let's see what we got here. It's a really nice piece. It's getting kind of dark out here, but and black on black doesn't help, but it's got really nice welds here, nice and strong looking, both sides of these brackets. Looks pretty easy to make. I mean, I think it's Dom tubing. It's been powder coated, really nice, even texture. As someone who's learning how to powder coat, I know how difficult that can be sometimes. So yeah, nice piece. I'm excited to get this on the car. I don't know where my bumper brackets are, or bolts are. Let me check the garage real quick. I take that back. I knew where one bolt was, and I think I knew where this was because I saved it because I want to replace it. It's quite rusty on the threads, so let's just we'll mock this up. It is definitely gonna fit. Ta-da, magic. Now I'm gonna get new hardware, and as soon as I get that new hardware, I'll show you guys what this looks like done. I'm sure most of you guys have seen a bumper, crash bar, whatever you want to call it, bumper support. But since it's getting dark, we'll come back to this tomorrow. I'll show you the completed project.
The next day.
All right, so we got our replacement hardware. Lowe's carried it. Tractor Supply did not. Actually, I will put this on the screen. See if that can focus there for you guys. If you have to replace the hardware that your physical bumper support beam was attached to, that is a M10 150. I got the 25mm length. Should be plenty long enough to hold this on. So let's oh no, Where? Oh, I lost my ratchet. So when Rodney, the guy who owns the Fox Body, and I put this together, we had to build a intercooler support bracket, which we fabricated up, and hopefully I can get this bolt back on without it falling through. Yeah, big hands, good luck. I don't even have big hands and this is tight.
That's what she said.
I should give it a couple ugga-duggas, I guess. Nah, it's probably tight enough. And that is that, folks. That's pretty straightforward and simple. 17mm bolts. If you don't have any custom fabrication for your intercooler mount, you can put in 4 17mm bolts at M10 150 by 30mm or 25mm long length. Boom, it's installed. Looks nice. I love the way this car looks without a front bumper. Crash bar is going to provide no, they call it a crash bar. I don't know why they call it that, because it's really going to do nothing if I hit anything with that. But it should give the bumper some support so it doesn't sag down in the front if that were a problem. The bumper cover, that is. So that's it. On to the next project. As always, don't forget to eat, pray, wrench. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. So realistically, what you install this for is because when you get tired of pushing your Ford, you can just pull it by this thing. See you on the next one.